Have you ever wondered how a single piece of legislation could transform the commercial real estate landscape? Well, the Big Beautiful Bill might just be that game changer. Welcome to the Commercial Real Estate Insights Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. Let's get right to it. Alan Buchanan from the Orange County Register recently discussed the implications of the audaciously named One Big Beautiful Bill on commercial real estate. This bill, if passed, could significantly reshape the commercial property business, particularly in California. The Congressional Budget Office has projected that the bill would add nearly $3.3 trillion to the nation's debt load from 2025 to 2034, an increase of nearly $1 trillion over the House-passed version. At its core, the bill proposes a return to 100% bonus depreciation, meaning property owners and developers could once again expense the entire cost of certain building improvements in the year those costs are incurred. This could include HVAC upgrades, lighting retrofits, or a full-blown tenant improvement package. For owners with aging assets, this is a significant opportunity for reinvestment, especially as buildings need to stay competitive in a post-pandemic world. The bill also proposes boosting the qualified business income deduction for pass-through entities, which includes many real estate partnerships, and raises the cap on the state and local tax deduction for individuals earning less than $500,000. This could provide meaningful tax relief for Californians, potentially freeing up capital for further investment. However, the bill also introduces a revenge tax under Section 899, targeting foreign investors from countries with discriminatory tax laws. While the details are still unclear, there's a risk that if foreign capital dries up, so too might the momentum behind major commercial developments, especially in coastal markets. Fortunately, congressional Republicans agreed to remove this provision after a request by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Another aspect of the bill is the rollback of green energy incentives. Cutting deductions like 179D might please certain constituencies, but it could hinder progress towards more environmentally friendly buildings, just as tenants and investors are demanding greener spaces. As of now, the bill has passed the House and is under consideration in the Senate. With several provisions drawing bipartisan attention, the coming days will determine its fate. For investors, developers, and brokers who appreciate certainty, tax relief, and pro-growth measures, the bill is attractive. However, for those relying on foreign capital or green incentives, it presents a mixed bag. In the world of commercial real estate, beautiful bills like these don't come around every day, and whether you love it or hate it, it demands attention. Stay tuned as we continue to follow this story and its implications for the commercial real estate sector. The Rockland County Business Journal recently highlighted the need for geopolitical stability to sustain the real estate market in New York, particularly in Rockland County. This region, historically resilient, is facing unprecedented challenges due to a combination of macroeconomic, geopolitical, and cultural pressures. These include unstable national elections, unpredictable monetary policies, rising tariffs, and ongoing wars in Europe and the Middle East, which all contribute to a climate of uncertainty. In New York City and its surrounding suburbs, including Rockland County, the real estate market thrives on predictability. Buyers need assurance about future taxes, schools, infrastructure, and public safety, while developers and lenders require consistent government processes and minimized risks. However, the current volatile environment has led to hesitation in investment, with the commercial office market particularly affected. The slow leasing velocity of office spaces, especially Class B and C properties, is prompting their reimagining for alternative uses, like life sciences or residential conversions. Suburban markets such as Rockland are experiencing a dual dynamic. On one hand, they present opportunities for families and businesses seeking space and affordability outside New York City. On the other hand, they're under pressure due to strained local infrastructure, schools, and housing stock. The long-standing zoning policies are now being challenged by the urgent need for housing and economic development, necessitating a coordinated regional approach informed by stability and vision. Major geopolitical events, like new tariffs or foreign wars, send shockwaves through the real estate market, causing investors to hold back and banks to reevaluate lending criteria. The lack of functional governance in Washington exacerbates these issues, leading to delays in infrastructure bills and housing initiatives, affecting places like Rockland, Westchester, and Bergen. Despite expectations for clarity in the post-COVID era, the reality has been paradigm shifts, including the permanence of remote work, which alters the traditional commercial landscape. These changes are reshaping how people live, work, and move, demanding flexibility in real estate offerings. The saying, "When New York City sneezes, the rest of the country catches a cold," underscores the national impact of New York's real estate struggles. The Rockland County Business Journal emphasizes the necessity of stability at every level. It calls for elected officials to prioritize predictability over performative politics and for regional leaders to collaborate across jurisdictions. Institutional players are urged to reinvest in communities, while business leaders must embrace agility without succumbing to chaos. Stability is crucial for fostering environments where families, businesses, and communities can thrive. Now let's turn our attention to Arizona, where Lux Butler has reported on the top 5 real estate law trends that are shaping the market. As the Phoenix commercial real estate scene continues to evolve, property owners and investors are facing new challenges with shifting demand, leasing complexities, and market uncertainties. Casey Blay, a prominent real estate attorney and shareholder at Birch & Cracchiolo, has shared his insights on these trends. According to Blay, one of the key trends to watch is the issue of lease and loan defaults. While the office and retail sectors are currently holding steady, defaults remain a critical concern that requires constant monitoring. Property owners and managers are particularly focused on ensuring rent payments continue without disruption. Although there are no significant default numbers reported, they remain vigilant in balancing flexibility with tenants and maintaining steady cash flow. In the industrial sector, there is notable strength, contrasting with the office market, which is still facing challenges with high vacancy rates. However, there is a positive trend of businesses gradually returning to the office, albeit in a more conservative manner. Companies have been downsizing their office spaces where possible, and those seeking new spaces are opting for smaller footprints. This cautious approach reflects the ongoing adjustments in response to economic conditions and workplace dynamics. Over the past decade, there has been a rise in higher-end industrial parks and warehouses, particularly for companies engaged in e-commerce. This trend is expected to continue, driven by the increasing demand for industrial spaces as businesses adapt to the digital economy. These trends in Arizona's real estate law and market dynamics offer a perspective that resonates beyond state lines, highlighting the broader shifts in commercial real estate. As we explore these developments, it's clear that the interplay between legal frameworks and market forces is crucial for navigating the future of real estate. Thank you for listening to the Commercial Real Estate Insights podcast. I'm your host, Steve Hamoen. See you on the next one.